Hi everyone! The Teenage Engineering K.O. 2 was released about a year ago. It pretty much broke the internet at launch, and then it broke it again by having a broken fader. Now it has received a big OS update. It adds a lot of features that a lot of people wanted a long time ago. So let's revisit this and see if it's worth it in 2025. Alright, first of all, a second to talk about the almighty algorithm. If this video gets 150 likes, it will be happy and bless you with a perfect sounding snare for your next track. Love you guys. Let's get on with it. The Teenage Engineering EP-133 K.O. has gotten a big update, so let's get into it and check it out. I've made a track. Sounds like this. Pretty fun. First new thing is that they bumped up the polyphony, so you can have 16 mono sounds playing at once and 12 stereo. Very good quality of life improvement. Let's talk about the resampling. It's so good. I have this sound. And I want to add a reverb to it, but I don't want it to affect all the drums. So I will blend in some reverb. Taste, something like that maybe. Let's go a bit extreme for fun. Okay, and now if you want to resample this, you simply press sample. With the plus sign, you go to resampling. And now you see this little guy over here is mono. Now it's stereo. So you keep pressing plus to get to stereo. I think I'm going to go stereo for now, since I want the reverb. And then, new feature, I will hold shift and press this button. Now it waits. So either if I press play or if I press this pad, it will start recording. Stop recording by hitting sample and go out to main. Turn this off. And I have the big sample here. So let's see what is in 149. So I can basically go over here, hold down this 149. And now this will play instead. Turn it down a little bit. Super useful. Now you can make full use of all the effects, and if you run into like polyphony issues or just want to make your track a little bit less cluttered, you can also like resample the whole thing. So let's do that just for fun. I think I'm gonna go into something over here maybe. I think I have some free space. Yes, let's say this one. So I'm gonna go into sample again, resample, stereo, because I want the whole shebang. And then we select by holding shift and this one. Now I can, by using the plus, select how many bars I want to record. I know this pattern is 4 bars long. So let's just press play. And it will sample for 4 bars. And there we go. Now it's being affected by the stuff we have over here. You can check out what name it's got, 34. Now I could go into this new project. I can go into here and select 34. Just make sure that this is 4 bars. Yeah, and then I need to, of course, get the tempo right. I think it's 126. Yeah, there you go. Another very useful and cool thing about the resampling is that now you can record the punch-in effects. So let's try that out. Let's go into sample. Hold shift, press that. Let's go for 8 bars now. So we have some time to play and we'll just see what happens. It will be recorded over here. Yeah, so that's pretty fun. You can, of course, make that a lot better and useful, but that was just for a fun demo. Okay, let's go on to the next one. A cool thing they added is a sidechain option. So now you can hold shift and effects. You get to the output, then you press plus. you get to the sidechain. Now you gotta hold a group where the sound is that you want to be the trigger of the sidechaining. The sidechaining is that you duck the other sounds to make it bounce and groove a little bit better. So I'm gonna use my kicks. I have them in the A. I think these are the ones. Then by holding shift, you can see which banks are affected. These two controls will let you dial in the sound of the sidechain to your liking. So let's try it out. This is the length. This is the shape. Yeah, that's totally too much, but still very fun. There we go. I like that. The thing that you notice, of course, is that everything else that is in group A, all my other drums are not sidechained. So then you have to do some trickery with like resample the percussions and put them on a other group. And yeah, if you want that to bounce as well. On to the next one. One of the main fits I had with the K.O. and a lot of other people did was that there wasn't a song mode. The problem with that was that you needed to be very active with changing your scenes, and if you wanted to like mess around with the effects or the fader and stuff like that, you were always kind of like, oh shit, it says I have to go over here and change the scene now. It's got stressful, okay? A song mode is very good for this machine. So you can hold main and press enter. Now you're in the song mode list editor. That's what the L stands for. This is like the first song part. I think you can have 99 of these. So you can really make a long track. Now you're in list 1. I can hold shift and see that, okay, we're in scene 1 and it sounds like this. Like a little intro groove. If I want to make another one, I hold shift and press A. Now we have list 2 and we can change between them by using this. And on list 2, I can go over here and select like my second scene. You can see here the timing of that one as well. How they change between each other. And of course, I hold shift and press A again. I have a third one. And here I can change this to be scene 3. Let's do like, I want scene 1 to play 2 times, maybe is enough. And then we go to scene 2. And then we need some more of these. And I want that to be scene 2 as well. And then we need more. This will be scene 3. We need more. Scene 3, yes, more please. Well, please have some more, sir. Okay, and if I want to start from the beginning of my track, I can hold main, press play. The song mode is now active. You'll see how it changes. Now your hands are free to mess around with like the effects, and everywhere you go you can hold main and press play and it will start the song from the beginning. That's very fun and makes this machine very much more useful. So, does this update solve all the issues that the K.O. had? Almost all of them. This is now a valid machine to use. You can do so much with this. I love that it's so fast to work on. It's got that fun factor. It's fun to make music on it. It looks amazing. Like this is like a piece of design, retro design. And I think it sounds really good. What I'm doing good is that it's not like 32-bit, 96 kilohertz, perfect, pristine, hi-fi audio. I think it's like 16-bit, 42.5 kilohertz or something like that. So it's like a little bit below CD standard. But that kind of like makes it, I hate using the word warm, but it adds something. It's got some nice A&D converters, and I think the sample rate has a big thing to do with it. It just sounds good. What is the gripes with this thing? For me, it's like a classic thing that happens to machines like this when they add cool stuff after the release. There isn't like buttons figured out for it, and the display is very limited. So it becomes a lot of button combinations to remember. That's a bit of an issue for me already. Second is, of course, the memory. You only have 64 megabytes. Creativity is born from limitations, and I'm all for that. But every time I use a sampler, I'm always feeling stressed out that I will max this out. I will not have any space left. I shouldn't sample anything more. That being said, I've never hit the limit on like any sampler actually. So it's probably just a thing up in here. So is it worth it? Is the EP-133 K.O from Teenage Engineering worth it in 2025? This, of course, is like a contender to like the Roland SP404 Mark II, which is a little bit more expensive. Also, the Ableton Move. There is like the Novation Circuit Rhythm. That's about the same price as this. And the lowest in price is, of course, the Koala sampler on your phone, which is awesome. But this got buttons and fader. Fader works now, I promise. The thing that the likes of SP404 Mark II got is that it got the memory. And you got some nicer pads, but this is cheaper by a lot and looks better. It's quirky, character, it's cheaper. Is it worth it though? Yes, I think it is. Now, with these features, this is a big update. That's 4 bigs from me. What is your opinion on this? Let me know. And if you find this video inspiring, making your day a little bit better, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want us next. Okay? Till next time, take care. Bye.